Come in, we're decent.
It's only me. Yeah, just made a cup of tea. I thought you might like one.
Oh, that's nice of you. Put it down for us.
Yeah, sure. Do you want a drink, love?
Oh, no, you're all right. I'll get us some orange juice in a minute. Shouldn't you be at work?
No, I've got time off with call-outs and that, so I decided to have a lie-in, didn't I? Not much of a home, is it?
Billy, it's the only offer we had. I wish it hadn't happened, but it makes you realise how little you need to get by.
I wish Doreen had thought of that before she went mad with her credit cards.
Oh, well, it's easy done, isn't it, if you're used to scrimping and saving all your life?
Yeah, but she should have known better.
We should have all known better at some time or other. Don't be too hard on her. Mind you, Bob went to the other extreme. He started giving our wages away.
Now we're both in the same boat and you're down to this.
Yeah, well, just to have somewhere that's safe to sleep. You've no idea what that means when you've taken it for granted all your life. I always had the feeling anybody could walk in that bedsit.
Hey, this house has had its moments like that, you know.
Yeah, but at least you know everybody who's passing through.
Yeah. Anyway, it might not be much, but you're welcome to stay as long as you want.
Thanks. We'll try not to overstay.
Don't worry about it. Could be worse. It could be a stable, not a converted garage, being seasonal about it.
Well, at least she's nearly full and not due any day. Are you? Let's get your trousers on, hey? Boof. Let's get these trousers on.
Yeah?
I've been knocking at the front door.
So what can I do for you?
Today's the day.
It certainly is. Today's what day?
The day our new neighbours move in. And very prestigious they are, too. House prices round here will shoot up.
Harry, I don't own a house on this close, so what are you telling me this for?
Well, Teddy, lad, you and I go back a long way together. And you know I've always been there if you needed a favour.
Harry Cross, are you feeling all right?
Top of the world, I'm just being neighbourly. What I'm trying to say is, if ever you want anything, just ask, because I know it cuts both ways.
Here we go. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm just wondering if I got your support if I evict the Rogers, because they're being awkward about moving out.
Well, you've got a very short memory, haven't you, Rach? I mean, it wasn't long back you were trying to evict me. Now, on your bike.
Oh, that's typical of the youth of today. You'd see an old man struggle to repossess his house.
Look, Harry, I'm in a rush to eat me breakfast and get out. The problem's all yours, but good luck with it, mate. I don't know, see.
Yeah. If I'd known you were taking time off today, I'd have dragged around the furniture shops.
That's why I didn't tell you.
Oh. How often do we get to go shopping together, eh?
I know. But I've told you, whatever we need, we'll get.
Yeah. Do you know what I'd really like?
Here we go.
Oh, no, listen.
I am.
That dresser.
What? The old dresser? Harry Cross's old dresser?
Oh, I've had a look at it and I really like it, Frank.
Well, if it make you happy, it's yours.
Do you think he'd sell it to us, though, now?
Sell it? He'd be delighted to give it away.
Even after all the messing with the Arab family.
It's part of the joke, innit?
Yeah.
Dumping the dress and all the junk furniture on his doorstep. It's all been arranged anyway. He'd probably pay us to take it all back in the end.
Yeah. Good.
Now, listen. Do you know what would make me really, really happy?
No.
I'm gonna tell you. Kids.
My stupid sister. You always have been my stupid sister. You always will be my stupid sister.
Yes, you said it was adopted.
Will you two just shut up and sit down? F off for being a megavan.
Just keep it down, Megamouth, and you stop tormenting him. He started it. And I'm going to finish it now. Just eat your breakfast.
Who are you talking to as if you was my mother?
Yeah, you're not even me rotten sister.
Shut up!
Sammy, will you keep your voice down, please? I thought at least you would have known better.
It's them too.
Oh, I know. Whenever I have to speak to any of you, it's always the other one.
You tell Mr.
Oh, and you can shut up and stop messing about. Sit down.
Can we just for once behave like a civilized family?
I'm on your side, Mr. Rogers.
Thank you. Oh, come on. Today's a very special day for us. The first house we've ever owned. Well, the first house we've ever been in debt to a building society with. So come on, let's have a nice, friendly, happy day. Yeah? Great. We start with a family breakfast, and then your dad's going to go and find some volunteers.
Volunteers?
Well, if Harry Cross is expecting Arabs, let's not disappoint him. And let's make it a decent-sized family.
Who will you ask?
The neighbours.
I thought the craziest thing you could do today was dashing the kids home to dress them up. I can see you're going to surpass yourself, eh?
Oh, I think it's a great idea, Dad. Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea.
So.
Just promise me one thing, lovey.
Yeah?
Don't ask the Collinses.
I promise.
Thank you.
Now, listen, kids. No hanging about in school when I come to pick you up. It's got to be split-second timing. Split-second timing. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Harry. Any sign of them yet?
Any signs of who?
The new people. The Arabian sheik who's brain surgeon.
What are you on about?
Your new neighbours. He is a brain surgeon, isn't he?
The best. And he won't want you minding him about transplants and things.
What do you mean by that?
You heard. I'm trying to raise the standard of this close. This man and his family are coming up from Surrey. So he won't want to be bothered with people like you.
Well, if I weren't the perfect lady.
I wouldn't be surprised.
One of these days, Harry Cross, somebody's really going to put you in your place.
Just because I've sold my house and I've got a few bob, people like you get at me. Good job I can take it.
Don't know why you talk to her, he gets you so wound up.
I was only being civil. You can't pass the time of day with a neighbour, then what can you do?
So, what are you doing round here then, if you thought I was at work?
Our Tracy's going to do me hair. It's a half day. I came a bit early, like.
Yeah, see what this new family are like.
There's nothing wrong with healthy curiosity.
Nosiness, you mean?
I do not. I was just thinking about the welfare of my grandchildren.
Yeah, and Harry Cross is a diplomat.
He's a top brain surgeon, as well as being a very, very rich Arab. They're from Surrey.
Oh, an Arab brain surgeon from Surrey? Well, if I didn't have to go to work, I'd be dead fascinated by this, you know.
Oh, so you haven't been to work yet, then?
I'm on my way, aren't I? You did give Linda that message, didn't you?
Yeah, of course. Why?
Don't know what happened to her last night, then.
She didn't seem very bothered. A bit flighty, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, I didn't. All right, Frank. Good for you.
All right, mate. Can you just come in a minute?
Yeah, come on.
Cheers. Hi. Does anyone fancy dressing up as Arabs?
You what?
It's 11:30.
Oh, you're coming on. Yesterday you didn't know what day it was. Today you tell the time.
You laughed the other side of your face when the bailiffs are on the doorstep. The new occupiers are on the way. I've just had a phone call, and they said they won't be messed about.
They've been on the phone, have they?
Yes, they have. Maybe I'd better speak to the man of the house.
He isn't in. Sorry.
Well, hope he knows my furniture has got to be out of this house in 28 minutes. And that goes for you and yours.
Hello, Cork Hill Residence. No, I'm afraid Billy isn't here. Can I take a message? Yes, it is his mother-in-law speaking. I most certainly can be trusted to pass a message on. Am I right in thinking that I'm speaking to Linda? No, I've said he isn't here. I'll have you know that my word is my bond.
Hiya. You want a lift?
No, it's all right.
I'm not going to bite you. Come on, I'll take you home.
It's out your way, isn't it?
That doesn't matter. Come on.
10, 9, 8, 7. Saida, my name is Harold Cross. I welcome you as new neighbours. I should first of all like to tell you something about the close, and then I will tell you something about a few of the people who live on it.
Save your breath, Harry. We're your new neighbours. We've bought the house.
Next one, Dad. Oh. Yeah, and Mum.
Hey, got a house, got a house, got a house.
Thanks very much for helping us.
Oh, you're welcome, love. It was my pleasure.
Can I go down the back, Dad, see if I can see you?
You
Well, I
stay
think
where
you
you're
got
at.
everything you deserved.
Come on, Mr. Cross. Oh, no, it's a shame. We shouldn't have done it.
Hard at work, though, we believed it. I mean, there's nothing else to do down here.
You still got your papers to do, haven't you?
We'll do that.
And your pesting to go to camp. You want your spends, won't you?
Oh, does that mean I can go?
No, definitely it doesn't, no.
Do you mind not talking about this in the middle of the street, please?
Oh, excuse me, I say I've got a visitor.
I've just seen a movie. Must be all right.
Look, will you not come away from that window, please?
I'll just leave him.
Mr. Cross. Come on. Will you tell us what you want us to do with your furniture?
Don't tempt him, Chris. Not with the kids around. Come home and have a cup of
Open
tea. We'll
up,
come
Mr.
back later. Come on.
Cross.
Katie.
Sorry.
Katie, come on. Sammy. Jeff. Oh, come on. Oh.
Late Halloween party?
Well, do you believe me now? He isn't here. You could have saved yourself a journey.
Well, you can hardly blame me for not taking in every word you tell me. Not after last night's little performance.
There's nothing down for your ear, so there's no point in looking at new houses with him.
New houses?
job. It's nothing to do with me.
Anyway, I was just trying to spare getting involved when there's no point.
Well, don't you think that's for me and Billy to decide, eh?
No, it's my family that you're upsetting.
Upsetting? I'm upsetting nobody. What's it got to do with you anyway? You're only his mother-in-law.
He's still married to my daughter, you know. And I'll have you know that it's my grandchildren that I'm thinking about.
Well, they may still be married, but she walked out on you all, didn't she, eh? So don't you think it's about time you stood back and stopped interfering?
If anybody's interfering in this house, it's you. So I think you better stay away from here or you're going to mess it up for everybody. Because they don't know it yet, but Irene's coming back home at Christmas to patch things up.
I don't believe you.
It's true. Irene's coming home.
What's the matter with me?
Said that she's coming back? Yes.
Nothing.
They've gone through a bad
Come on.
patch and that's just a
Your
bad
turn.
mess.
No, my turn.
Does Billy know about this?
Nobody else knows about this. But just take it from me and stay away from here or you're going to mess it up for everyone.
You won't listen when I tell you. I don't know how to tell you apart from saying no. And that's what I mean.
OK, Trace, but can't blame me for asking, though, can you? See you tomorrow.
How are you? Oh, I think Harry Cross got off lightly with that cock and bull story. Brain surgeon. Arab brain surgeon. I think it's him that needs a transplant, if you ask me.
There is something I want to ask you, Julia.
Oh, what's that, Sheila?
Nan,
Oh, hello, love.
what's going on?
I'm waiting for you to do me hair. Have you forgotten?
No, why is everyone dressed up?
As Arabs? Well, it was a fool Harry Cross into thinking we were the brain surgeon's family.
Julia?
Oh, what was you going to ask me, Sheila?
Only when Tracy would be home. I'll get the tea on.
What brain surgeon?
Well, the Rogers moved now today. Only they weren't because they're the new family. Only they aren't because they bought the house from Harry Cross and he didn't know it. He thought they were Arabian brain surgeons.
The Rogers.
I'll start again.
He'll be all right, love. You know what he's like for sulking. Listen, this is supposed to be a happy occasion for us. Sam, go and put the kettle on, love. We'll have a celebration cup of tea. And I'm going to change the locks, too.
Oh, you can't do that.
Why not, our house?
Oh, no, but... Well, isn't it rubbing it in a bit in front of Harry Cross if you start changing the locks less than an hour after we've had the house?
Because of Harry Cross, I'm doing it. I wouldn't put it past him to sneak in here and pinch the light bulbs when we're out.
Oh, come on. He's not that bad.
Not that bad. Who accused us of having mad dogs when we first moved in? Mad dogs and snakes. And of taking the floorboards up and putting grass down in the living room.
Well, that was just a misunderstanding.
Who insisted on having a bath when his own was out of order?
It's a neighbourly thing to ask.
He didn't ask, Chris. He just bathed in there with a soap and towel.
Oh, I know, but you've got to make allowances for his age. I think we owe you an explanation, Mr. Cross.
Explanation, you owe me more than that. Light bulbs and light
Hey, hang on, Harry.
No, you hang on. This is robbery.
Listen, you're the one who's doing it. This is our house, now some 12...
Listen, I'll have the police on you.
This is our house, now some 12 o'clock, so is everything in it.
You've not heard the last of this,
Now
I'll
go
tell
on,
you.
on your way.
I think we'd better change the locks, eh?
Yeah.
Probably having a nice cup of tea together by now.
Who?
Harry Cross and the Rogers.
Ready when you are.
Oh, great, I'm starving.
Have you done me now?
Nearly. It's a pity we're not in the shop now, and then I could just shove it under the dryer.
Oh, thanks very much, Tracy.
For God's sake, let me help you, Harry.
You con me out of my house and fittings.
That's ridiculous, and you know it.
Getting dressed up as Arabs to rob an old age pensioner.
You're the one who started the Arab business.
Was your wife said there was a foreign doctor interested in that property?
Well, there was, but he changed his mind.
I wonder why.
Probably heard about you.
Oh, it's slander as well now, is it? You'll have my solicitor on you, son.
All right, Frank.
All right, mate.
What's going on over there, then?
We bought the house and moved this furniture out.
Oh, nice one. Congratulations made up for you.
Cheers, mate.
See, you got a new car as well, eh?
You're joking, aren't you? I've only borrowed it till this afternoon. Terry, will you do me a favour, mate? Will you go and give that awkward old so-and-so a hand with his gear? He won't let me help him.
Oh, all right, yeah.
And will you ask him how much he'll take for that dresser?
Hey, you couldn't do me a favour, could you?
What's that, mate?
Well, you don't happen to know anyone who's thinking of packing in the taxi game, do you? It's just that I'm trying to buy my way into the black cabs.
Not a fan, I don't know. One of the lads at work might know, though. What's them?
All right, thanks. I'll have to go and see you, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Dad, while it's our own house, can we put the Christmas decorations up?
How can I refuse my lovely little daughter? Mwah.
Thanks, Dad. Jeff! Jeff, where are you?
About that dress, you said you can stick.
Put the Christmas decorations up! Quick, they're under the...
That far?
they're under the bed.
I'll take that as a refusal to sell her, eh, mate?
I think you better add.
Right, Dad, you're early.
I'm not stopping. I'm on my way to another job. One of these. Linda's just told me something very interesting, you know.
Oh, has she now?
Yeah, and it came from you. And I want you to tell me now, in front of our Tracy.
What?
Your mother's been in touch with me, Tracy. And, providing that everything is straightforward here, she wants to come back home at Christmas.
Well, that's great.
Smashing.
I'll wait in the car, Billy.
Yeah.
I'm putting them up, okay?
Oh, you do the others. I've sorted these out.
There's not left of them if you keep pulling at them. Why's this broken?
We can't blame me.
Can't blame me either. Hey, you took them down last year. I remember.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
She's right.
did. I didn't. Liar.
Jeff, you just sort them out.
All at once, like. That's it.
That's nice.
Are we going home for Christmas, Mummy?
Stay with us for the tale of the harpist and the footballer in our documentary hospital series, Jimmy's, after the break.
Decorations.
Going to work, aren't I?
Left it a bit late, haven't you?
Well, I'm going in late because I'm coming home late. Got models coming in this afternoon.
Be a different sort of Christmas this year if my mum does come back.
What do you mean, if?
Yeah, we haven't heard nothing, have we? Or me dad. It's only what my nan's been saying, innit?
Do you want her to come back or something?
Yeah, well, I didn't mean it like that.
She will come back. I know she will. Better take these up before she does, eh?
Now, what's the rush?
Because she could be home any day. I mean, she could be on her way now.
God, I hope not. There's one or two things here that'll need to be sorted out first. Hiya.
You hope not. You don't care, do you? You don't even want her to come back.
Of course I wanted to come back. I didn't mean it like that.
Well, what did you mean then?
Nothing.
Doesn't matter to you, does it? Because you're a boy.
Oh, it's just the same.
No, it's not. It's not the same at all.
Come on, then. Woof, woof. Who's a hungry boy, then, hey? Come on. Who's a hungry boy?
Want to be on telly, do you?
What do you mean?
You're like one of those women on the adverts or their cats.
Rumble's a dog.
Same difference.
And he hasn't had his breakfast yet.
Well, look, just put his bowl down and he'll come out soon enough when he's hungry.
Where am I supposed to put it down? There's no room in here to do anything. I mean, we have to eat in the kitchen, watch telly in the kitchen, and with the amount of stuff you've put in my room, I might as well sleep in the kitchen.
Gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, but not in my room. Why don't you just get rid of it?
Good quality furniture, that. I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah, but nobody's buying, are they? You've had a note in the newsagents for a week and nobody's rung up.
Hey, not yet, they haven't.
Look, why don't you take my advice? Get in touch with this Sally Army, eh?
You're heartless, you know. And if I was Rommel, I'd stay under there, because I wouldn't be surprised if you put broken glass in his meal.
Yeah, I'm looking for a partnership in the black cabs. No, I can't put any money in, but I'm prepared to work hard. Yeah, I know they are, but I've got to start somewhere.
Morning.
Oh, it's you, is it?
And a very nice morning it is, too.
Well, what do you want?
Very nice morning for a bargain. Looks a bit bare in here, if you ask me.
Not up to me, is it?
Well, I'm selling some extra furniture. Beautiful stuff, good quality. Mind you, if you buy it, you'll have to carry it across yourself.
Harry, I told you last week, I don't own a house here, so why would I want to buy some furniture?
Save it up for the future. John looks as though he could do with some.
No, I don't think so.
And John's not short of a bob or two, is he?
Are you trying to sell that furniture that we had when we lived over there?
That quality furniture, yes.
If you ask me, it's not fit for a tip.
So you don't want it?
No, I don't.
You're missing out on a bargain in here, son.
Look, Harry, if I had some money, I'd be buying myself a cab. Not wasting it on some second-hand furniture. The answer's no, and it's staying no.
There's one thing you could do with buying. That's some manners.
You coming?
No, day off.
Look at you.
Going up the Aussie later with some of the boys, picking up Tomo.
How long has he been in there now?
12 weeks. One time he thought the only way he'd get out was in a box.
Do you fancy coming round to our work tonight?
What for?
Pick me up, you know, with Jamie being away.
Well, I would do, like, but we're having this party for Tomo at Jacko's.
What did Jacko's mum and dad think?
Nah, they're in Tenerife, they won't know. Tomo doesn't know either. He thinks we're just going out for a little drink.
Is Kirsty going?
No, this dude's for coppers only.
Excuse me, Rodney.
Me?
Yes. I think I can interest you in some good quality furniture. I've got a house full over there.
Yeah, well, we've got an house full over there.
Yes, but you won't be living there all the while, will you, son? What about any place of your own?
Well, then I'll buy some furniture of my own.
Well, surely you must know somebody who wants to buy some good quality furniture. What about all those people that have been robbed that you know?
Look, I'm a copper, not a salesman. If you'd ask me, you'd be best giving it away. Still trying, are you?
Haven't finished yet.
Well, it's no good trying the Rogers when there's nobody living in the Grants. Of course, you could always put it in store, you know. Well, you'd have to pay for that. Or I could get the number of the Sally Army.
Where did you get that towel?
Out the bathroom, where do you think?
Well, that's one of my best. Me and Edna bought those when I retired.
Well, it's the only one I could find.
Well, there's plenty of old ones in the chest of drawers where they usually are.
I can't get at him, can I?
Have you tried?
Look, I'm not knocking myself up for a bit of old towel, mate. It's bad enough climbing Mount Everest to get to the toilet, especially if it takes short in the middle of the night. And let's admit, mate, we're getting a bit too old for this sort of thing.
All right. If you can't get them, I will. Get out the way.
That's better, isn't it? We'll soon get these little feeties dry, won't we?
And put that towel down, you'll ruin it.
Round glass indeed.
Ralph?
I don't know who he thinks he is playing Tarzan at his age.
Stop talking to that dog, will you, and come and give us a hand.
See, it's not as easy as you think, is it? This is what it's been like in my bedroom all week.
I've got this pain.
I'm not surprised at your age.
I think it's my heart.
Oh, hey, mate. Hey, come, get. Oh. Hey, come on, take it easy now, take it easy. Do you want me to get a doctor?
All I want is to see Kevin's baby. I don't want to die here.
Oh, you won't, mate, you won't. Look, just take it easy, eh?
You were right. I'm going to get rid of this. That's more important than money.
Hey, just sit there and get your breath back.
I'll go across and tell Frank. He can have that dresser.
Oh, gosh. You're getting heavy, you know.
Matty.
Oh, there you are.
I'm sorry I'm late. I tried to ring you at yours, but I must have missed you. Hiya. Got a nice time at Matty's.
You've had a lovely day.
Hey, what's this? Have you been buying her this? Oh, you shouldn't, you know. Come on. I've been stuck at the back of beyond. Couldn't get a bus.
You had no luck then?
No. They were either too expensive or worse than the other place I had.
Is there anything I can do?
No, not really. I've still got a few to find. I mean, there must be one that will be all right.
Well, I'd have it at our place, you know, she, but the so should be down on me like a ton of bricks. I mean, I think they're still watching me after Bobby.
No. I'm not asking, Matty. Here you go. Coming in?
Is it all right, like?
Look, Billy's at Linda's.
Oh, it's getting that serious, is it?
Well, I hope not, love, because there's going to be big trouble around here if it is. Come on, there's nobody in.
Oh, OK.
You all right, then? I can get you some coffee, tea, anything.
You been watching it clear again? Just going to send one of the girls round to the shop.
No, thanks. I don't think I'll bother.
You need something. Could forget you're staying late.
Oh, yeah? What time are the models coming in?
Oh, dear. Didn't I tell you?
What?
Well, they can't come. Joanne's got a migraine and Kelly's involved in some charity do.
I had it all sorted out as well, what I was going to do.
Save it up. There'll be another chance.
I suppose they'll give me a chance to get the decorative.
Well, that's an idea. We could do looking a bit more festive around here.
No, I mean at home.
Do here first.
I don't know.
Well, don't say you can, because you were staying late anyway, weren't you?
Well, how long will it take?
Depends how well we get on with it.
It's nice to have someone to cook for you, she.
Let's have somebody to cook for. There you are. Get on with that.
Do you do much cooking there?
No, not a lot. Billy isn't here that often, and I never know when the kids are going to be in. Besides, Tracy can be a little bit touchy.
Oh, come on, it's her age, isn't it?
Well, I'm careful not to intrude. Not as if I was her mother. There you go. I don't know what I'd do if I hadn't got you. Come on, eat that dinner.
Ah, things will get better, she. For the first 6 months after I lost Teresa, I could see any way forward. No wife, no family, no nothing. Huh? The worst part about it was my own fault.
Not the job.
No, not the job, but the rest. Still, you've got nothing to blame yourself for, have you?
Oh, I don't know, Matty. Sometimes I sit in there and I think, was there anything I could have done different?
It'll take time. Did with me. But you'll survive. I've got a nice little schedule going now.
Was Bob all right when he left?
OK. I miss him.
Yeah.
He's making a new life for himself, Sheila. And that's what you should be doing.
Well, step one's a roof over my head.
Hey, Claire's at nursery school tomorrow, isn't she? Well, that means we're both free. Why don't I come around and help you look?
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's fine. Thanks, Harry. I'll get the cash to you tomorrow, mate. Yeah, cheers, thanks.
And the grey as well, please, Ben.
Must be our lucky day, lads.
It's not mine.
Mr. Cross is going to let us have that dresser after all. It's a bargain, you know. Something must have softened him up, though. Hey, it's good, that, lads.
Yeah, he's good at art.
It's your homework, is it?
Not exactly. It was nearly finished, you see, and they wanted him to put something else on, you know, the date and that.
Oh, that'll spoil it, won't it?
I know, yeah. And the time. It's meant to advertise the school play, but they've missed the time off.
And they've got the cheek to moan about our Jeff getting things wrong.
Are you coming, Mr. Rogers? It's week after next.
Oh, I don't know, mate. That's all we're Chris about that. School is their department. Has she gone off?
Just about. You certainly know how to tire her out.
Fresh air and exercise. First we go to the swings, then we can feed the ducks, then we go and buy our lolly ices. And as we're eating our lolly ices, we wander around to see if the little statue's still there. She never really thinks it will be, you know.
You're good with kids, aren't you?
It's a pity it took being out of work to me realise it. You know, I feel as if I missed out on my own.
Well, things were different then.
Doesn't stop you wishing you could have another go, though, does it?
We all wish that, Matty.
I suppose that's why I don't mind taking your Claire out. I'll look after her anytime.
You know how to look after women as well, don't you?
My pleasure.
Are we going to sit down or what?
Hey, remember those youth club socials we used to go to with Father Maloney?
How could I forget? Hey, do you remember that coffee we used to have? In bottles.
The kids seem to want more than that these days.
That's where you met Teresa, isn't it?
Mm. And that's when you were knocking around with that Paddy Ryan before you met Bobby.
Yeah, well, it was never really serious with Paddy. I just used him for somebody to dance with.
Well, it didn't always seem that way.
Well, you mess about at that age, don't you?
Mm. If it hadn't have been for him...
And Teresa.
Would have always been you, you know.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm fed up with all of this.
You haven't finished them letters yet?
Yeah, well, this keeps on smudging. Yeah, looks like a spider's crawled all over it. Why don't you do it then if you're so clever? I will if you want me to. Spoons it anyway, putting words on it.
What are these doing on a draining board?
They left them on the step.
They always do. But the idea isn't to leave them in the kitchen. They're supposed to go through people's doors this week, not next.
Yeah, well, I'm busy, aren't I?
You could do them in an hour, especially if you had a bike.
You getting a bike? I don't know, do I?
If he's good, he is.
Oh, Father Christmas Day.
Anyway, buy no bike. Get them done before it's too late.
Well, I'm meant to be doing this.
We'll do it later.
Well, Bumper's coming round to help me.
Well, he can help you with your papers. You can finish that on your own, can't you?
Have you finished?
What's your hurry?
I want to get the washing up all cleared away and settle down and watch the telly. And if you don't want that, I'll give it to Rommel. Hey, our son, get your nose into that. I hate watching telly in here. Doesn't seem right somehow. It's like the beginning of the slippery slope.
That telly won't be there much longer.
Oh, no?
I've done what you've said. I rang the Sally Army up. This time tomorrow, all this stuff will be gone.
Ah, you thought you'd get around to it.
Thing is, we'll have no mind.
Oh, she won't mind. You can't hang on to things forever, you know. I had to get rid of everything when Grace went.
You know, you save up to build a home, and then what happens? Nobody wants it.
Oh, you've had the benefits of it all, though, haven't you?
You know, when we were first married, we lived in 2 rooms. Then we got our own house, and I thought I'd cracked it.
Yeah, I bet you never thought you'd own 2 houses, eh?
Don't know whether that was such a good idea. You know, that house next door's been more trouble than it's worth.
Ah, well, you well shut of it, then. The money's better off in the bank.
And when we're going to spend it?
Oh, you'll have no trouble there, mate. Not when that little grandchild of yours gets here.
You're right. And it'll romp for nothing.
Yeah.
Ah.
Rod! I can see him.
OK, let's get ready. He's coming.
Got enough on?
Yeah. I'll do. Right. Yeah, I'll do the lights. Come on. Shh.
Quick.
Here he is. Come on, lad. This is the land of the living. Cheers.
Good old Tomo.
What is this? This is what I get better for, eh?
Don't.
Ticklish, are you?
No, it's not that.
Let's see if you are.
Get off!
Steady. Better get you down from there. You don't look too safe.
I haven't got the box.
Never mind that. We've got better things to do, haven't we?
I don't know what you're talking about. Get off!
Didn't really think this was about a bit of tinsel, did you?
That's what you said.
But we both knew better, didn't we?
No. No.
Oh, I see. Playing hard to get, are we?
Off!
Right then. Two can play that game.
Is my face all right now? Yeah, it's all right. I've got a bit there, though. Oh, hey, this was a good shirt, this. Still worth it for a kiss from Reedy, eh? It was all her idea, you know. Oh, yeah, but it was. Kind of idea she would have, eh? Hey, she's all right, Reedy, isn't she? Yeah, she's not bad. I think you could be in there with a chance yourself, you know, Rod. Me? Yeah. No. Honestly, I think she fancies you. Why don't go for it? What about Kirsty, though? Oh, Kirsty, she'll never know. We're supposed to be getting engaged, though, aren't we? Engaged to be engaged. Is that it? Saving up for a house and all that. What's wrong with that? How old are you, Rod? What's it matter? You're 20 going on 49. That's what all lads down the station say, anyway. Yeah, well, you've got no right. When was the last time you went out without Kirsty? Woody Stag Night. Woody Stag Night? None of us had a girl with us that night, and you still went home at 12 o'clock. You know what time I got to bed? No, not at all. I don't think Woody's recovered from that night yet. I was on duty the next day, though, wasn't I? Yeah, but it's not just that, though, is it? You've got to ask Kirsty if you can change your socks and everything. Poor old Corky under the thumb.
Is everything all right?
It's coming on off, like.
Are they going to let you come back to work now, then?
Oh, not for another 3 months at least. You wouldn't grant me past the time, are you?
If you're lucky.
You should have seen him in the Aussie. He was in a bad state, you know.
Do we have to talk about work tonight?
Why, got something else in mind, have you?
I might have.
What's all the fuss about, Tracy? Can you take a joke?
I don't want.
You don't want what? A bit of fun? If you're going to do well in this business, you're going to have to grow up a bit, you know. You'll get nowhere playing innocent.
I wasn't.
It's a name for girls like you, you know. Girls that tease.
I didn't mean to.
Well, didn't you? Didn't hear you object when I took you out for a drink. You've always been pleased when I've done you favours. Never said no when I gave you the best models.
I wanted to learn.
What you need to learn is not to lead men on. Now, isn't it time you stopped playing games?
I'm sorry.
Sorry's not enough, is it?
Please.
What kind of man do you think I am?
I don't know.
Human, that's what. Flesh and blood. I don't know when I'm not wanted. Come on, then. Get your coat. You want a lift home, won't you?
Having a nice time, eh?
It's like another area.
It's like unique here and down too.
What I could do with is a bit of fresh air.
Why not, eh? I don't know, it might be a bit cold out there. Reedy will keep you warm, won't you, Reedy?
Come on.
You want yours? Why not, eh?
Oh, you never asked.
The stars are out in Jimmy's next with a visit from the cast of the Aussie soap Home and Away. Stay with us.
All right.
Bit of a rough night, eh?
Something like that, yeah.
Be careful who your friends are, that's my advice.
Where have you been?
For a jog.
Oh, go away, dressed like that. Shh. You've been out all night, haven't you?
Shut up, will you?
Where'd you get them clothes from?
Hey, what the hell have you got on there?
He said he's been for a jog.
I was at Jacko's. Woody said he'd give us a lift home.
And he couldn't keep off the ale?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, that doesn't explain why you had to take your clothes off.
You're early.
Aye. Early bird usually catches the worms at it. Learn more about people catching them unawares.
Right. Would you like to come in, then?
Right, thanks.
Would you like a cup of coffee or something?
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be staying out all night like that.
What's got into you, eh?
'Cause it's not right, that's what.
Didn't stop you going to London, though, did it?
Hey, I was with Jamie, he wasn't with Kirsty.
Is that right?
What's got into you?
'Cause you can't trust men.
Is that true, what she's just said?
Well, supposing it is.
I didn't expect that from you, lads.
And you've got no room to talk, have you? Where were you after nights last week, eh?
Hey, that's my business, all right?
It's our business as well. What about me mum coming back?
Don't you dare!
Hey, will you leave me mum out of this?
We're supposed to be getting rid of you. Me mum coming back.
Don't you dare mention your mother's name in the same breath as this!
Yeah, well, don't dare mention me mum while you're still going out with Linda.
Oh, I wish you two would stop it.
Listen, I might not be seeing it anymore, all right?
Is that right?
Of course it is. Well, when we hadn't heard from your mum, that was different, but now...
Well, what are you going to do, like? Just tell her it's over?
Well, I'll just explain things, cool things down, won't I?
Well, just tell me mum's coming back. Tell her you don't want to see her again. And tell her it's going to be back to normal now, just us.
Been looking long?
A couple of weeks, but I've been working hard at it.
Like gold, these plates. Father to son job, normally.
Yeah, I've realised that.
But seeing as though I have no son, and I don't feel like working myself into an early grave...
You looking for a partner?
I might be. Depends what you've got to offer.
Well, I mean, I'm prepared to work hard.
How do I know that?
Well, I've been on the private hire cabs for about a year now. I've made a go of that. I mean, I've paid off my car, managed to put a bit to one side. I mean, you don't do that sitting at home, do you?
You do not. And it's a nice little house you've got here.
It's not mine, as a matter of fact. It's my mate's, John.
You share it?
Well, sort of.
I should have realised it was a bachelor pad. You're not married, then?
No, but I hope to be. I mean, well, that's why I want to get onto the black cabs, you see, so I can offer my girlfriend a settled future.
Got a date fixed yet?
No. Well, that's a photograph of her. Not yet.
She's a lucky girl. Wish my girl had been as lucky. Only married 3 years and he went off with another woman.
Oh, that's terrible.
Left her with a couple of kiddies, too. Lovely kids, though.
I mean, if me and Sue get settled down, well, that'll be all I ever wanted.
Sorted the well out, have we?
What?
Seem to be taking an awful lot of interest in current affairs.
Just waiting for a phone call. Customer said he'd ring back.
Yeah? What's his name?
I don't know. He just rang up pricing what we got. Said he'd ring back after he discussed it with his wife.
I don't suppose you got an address or a phone number, did you?
No. Like I said, he's going to call back.
So how do you know that it wasn't another trader? Well, you still got a lot to learn, you. You can't expect cars to sell themselves while you're sat in there reading a newspaper, can you? Why didn't you make an appointment? Or at least offer them a test drive or something?
I never thought.
Yeah, that's your trouble, Gordon. You never do. Look, you're supposed to be a salesman, right? You've got to think selling all the time. And the first step is getting the customer into the showroom, and not just on wet Saturday afternoons.
I think this bloke will call back.
It's 100 to 1 against.
He might.
Yeah, and he might not. And if we haven't got an address for him, we can't send him a brochure, we can't invite him to a launch, anything.
He seemed very genuine.
Look, what you've got to realise is that most of our customers, they don't really need a new car. When they ring us, what they're doing is playing with the idea. What you've got to do, your job, is to turn that idea into action. Make them want one. So, do you think that you could make somebody want a car?
Why not?
Right. Well, for starters, go out there and get the hood down on that ragtop. It might make somebody think of summer. Yeah, I know it's the middle of winter, but that's not the point. Selling is all in the mind. And if you want to get on in this job, Gordon, you've got to use a lot of imagination, mate. I like my cab kept very clean, inside and out. In fact, I keep a cleaning kit under the seat so that I can give it a bit of a going over when I'm just standing about. I'd expect you to do the same.
Oh, well, that suits me. I mean, I like things nice and tidy, too.
You do you?
Oh, well, last night was different. I mean, John had a few friends round and I was celebrating.
What?
Well, getting your name. I mean, I've been trying for weeks.
Well, if it matters so much, we better get on with it. Tell you what, before we go any further, why don't we go and look over the cab?
Oh, yeah, great.
What's that?
Like I said, we were celebrating.
I think I might need to ask a few more questions. Yeah, that's better.
Lovely car, this.
Yeah. You like cars, don't you?
Well, they're safer than motorbikes.
Yeah. Look, we both know why you're here. It was a favour to your mother, and you know the reason why. But you've got potential, if you want to use it.
The thing is, I don't want to be here just because of, because of my mother.
Well, you show me that that isn't the only reason I should keep you on. Learn a few tricks of the trade.
Such as?
Rule number 1, pay attention to the customer. If it's a couple, listen to what they've got to say while they're talking to each other. Learn to lip read if necessary. That way you'll get to know what they like and what they need reassurance on, right?
Right.
Get to know what we've got on offer. Motivate yourself. Set yourself a target.
Trouble is, there's nothing in it for me, is there?
How do you mean?
Well, the other blokes here, they're on commission, aren't they?
OK. Salesman should be hungry. I'll put you on commission. How's that?
Well, there's something I'd like more than that.
What's that?
Company car.
OK, you've got one.
Thanks a lot.
On one condition. You move £20,000 worth.
I'll do my best.
Hope so, God. Life's what you're making. I've given you your chance, right? It's up to you now what you do with it. Think about that, eh?
See that cab out there? Nice, isn't it? 30 years it's taken me to build up this business. I'm not letting it go to any old body.
Well, I'm not a boozer, honest. I mean, you can ask anybody.
Driving a cab may not seem much to some people. Everybody thinks they can drive. But can they drive for 10 hours at a stretch, day and night, in pouring rain and rush hour traffic? Can they be polite when the customers certainly aren't?
Well, I can. I've done all that. I mean, the private hire does teach you a lot, you know.
One conviction for drinking and driving, and you'd be off the road. You do realise that? And where would that leave me?
But I wouldn't risk it, honest. I mean, the reason I had a drink last night was because I wasn't driving.
The question is, can I believe you?
All I want is a chance to prove something to Sue. Just give me a try, that's all. Just 6 weeks, that's all I ask. And, well, if you're not happy after that, well, we'll call it off then.
4 weeks.
I'll not let you down, honest.
All right. I'll give you a 4 weeks trial.
Yeah, we're buying a house now. First house we've ever bought. My mum really made it up.
What about you?
I'm not sure about some of the neighbours.
You're lucky having a garden.
Haven't you got one?
There's a yard at the back of the shop, but it's always full of boxes.
Yeah, I suppose it is. All right having a garden. Well, it gives you a chance to get brown anyway. That's if we have a decent summer. Well, that wouldn't bother you, would it?
Why not?
Well, you're brown anyway.
Can get brown, can't I?
Can you?
Of course I can. Got a lot to learn, haven't you? Who's that man?
Billy Corkill. Oh, he's one of the neighbours.
Why is he sitting there?
Don't know.
Is he one of the funny ones?
Oh, no, he's all right. At least he's got kids, so he doesn't go on about our Jeff all the time. Perhaps he's forgotten his keys.
Which one's yours?
That one there. Detached, see? Means I can play with tapes as hours I want, when no one's in, like.
Can't do that in our flat. The people next door don't like it. Don't like us at all.
No, you couldn't in our old flat either. I suppose it is all right here, even if the neighbours are a bit funny. Come on.
Sheila, could I have a word with you?
What are you doing here?
I nipped home between jobs. I wanted to catch you, like...
I didn't see you come up.
I've been waiting in the car.
In the street?
Yeah, well, I don't want Aunt Tracy to know. I know she shouldn't be at home, but I can't get her to go to work.
Is she not well?
I don't know. She just keeps crying all the time.
Jamie?
Maybe, but she won't say. It's times like this I wish Doreen was here.
All right, I'll see what I can do. She might not talk to me, though.
I hope she does. I know there's something wrong, but how can I help if I don't know what it is?
Mom!
Hiya. Thought you were going straight to the supermarket now.
I was, but there was a strike on at the wholesalers. That's why I brought Nisha home. This is my mum, by the way. Hello.
Hello.
I know Nisha from the shop.
Oh, right.
She wanted to come and listen to some of my tapes.
I hope your ears are in good shape, then.
Don't you like the tapes?
Oh, they're fine, as long as I don't have to listen to them.
That's why I keep them upstairs in my bedroom. Oh, Mum, keep our Kate out, will you, when she comes in? Do you want her coming up and starting a silly dancing around with her fingers in her ears? All she likes is Rick Astley.
All right. Do you have a little sister?
2 and 2 brothers.
3's enough for me.
Too many, if you'd ask me.
Hey, now then.
Do you want coffee or something before we go up?
Some fruit juice?
Fruit juice, please.
I want some biscuits, Mum.
Hey, if you get it yourself. Got better things to do than run up and downstairs after you.
All right, we'll do it. Come out.
It's all right, go on.
Thank you.
Tracy? Are you there, love? Tracy? It's me, Sheila. Tracy, I don't know whether you are there, love, but I'm sure you must be.
I'm all right.
I'd like to talk to you, love. Well, I can't just barge in, can I? I mean, it's your bedroom. It's your house. Tracy, is that what all this is about? Is it about me being here instead of your mum? I'm not standing in the way of her coming back, you know. I'm trying to find somewhere else to go as quick as I can. I wouldn't be here at all if it wasn't for our Claire. I suppose it's because of Claire that I'm standing here, really, her and our Karen. Having girls of my own. I'd like to think that if ever I couldn't be there or wasn't there for them, that, well, some other mother wouldn't mind making a fool of herself like I'm trying to do now. It's not easy, is it, growing up? Wasn't for me. Wasn't for our Karen either. It isn't for anybody as far as I can tell. Not that it's any easier when you get to my age. It's different, though, I suppose, being older. I mean, you do learn a few things. You learn how to cope. Tracy, love, if you're not going to let me in, can I just say one thing? This'll pass, love. Wherever it is, it will pass. It doesn't matter how bad it is. I mean, you'll survive. We all survive. All sorts of things, even rape or losing a child. I mean, you survive because you have to. Oh, Tracy, love, if you don't want to talk to me or if you don't think there's anything I can do to help, just remember that, will you, love? Will you?
This is Terence Trent Darby. I used to like him, but I'm not too sure anymore. Oh, and this is to Pal. I like them really, but I don't always say so because they're a bit uncool. Oh, and this is my favourite at the moment, The Christians. What do you think about them? Are all these tapes yours? Yeah, I generally get one every week on a Saturday. Can you afford that? Yeah, why not? Well, I'll get £3 off my mum and dad, and then that's what I get from the supermarket. How much should your mum and dad give you? Get me everything I need. Well, what you need and what you want is not always the same thing, though, is it? Try telling that to my mum and dad. My mum and dad think some of my tapes are terrible, but should hear what they listen to, rockabilly. At least she lets you have them, even though she doesn't like them. Yeah, my mum's all right, I suppose. We're sure I about clothes anyway. Do you want to hear this? Yeah, all right.
Kids home, I see.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be a Boy Scout to follow their trail, do you?
Sammy, I presume. Can I get us to switch that down?
No, it's all right. I've just got a friend up there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, an Indian girl.
How do you mean Indian as in Pakistani?
Don't show your ignorance, Frank. There is a difference. No, she seems a really nice girl. She's quiet.
Oh, she will be, won't she?
Look, she's lived in England all her life. She was born here.
Found that out already, have you?
You can tell from the way she talks. Now, what's your objection, anyway?
I'm not objecting. I'm just saying she'll be different, that's all. I mean, she'll eat different things for a start.
She's just had fruit juice and biscuits.
Do you think we should encourage this? I mean, we don't want our Sammy getting into something she can't handle, do we?
What?
Sorry I didn't let you in before.
It's okay. I'm here now.
Yeah.
Is this about your mum?
Sort of.
She'll be back soon. You do want her back, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Don't blame her for leaving. Sometimes people have feelings they can't manage. I'm sure she had a good reason for going.
It's not that.
No.
It's this fella in work.
Oh. Do you fancy him, do you?
No.
He hasn't been forcing himself on you, has he?
How do you know?
Well, I can guess.
It's horrible.
What's he been doing?
Don't want to talk about it.
I know, love, but you can't just leave it. If something's happened, it's going to keep on happening.
It makes me feel as if it's my fault. But it isn't.
That's part of it, love, I'm afraid. Making you feel bad.
I haven't done anything. I don't even look at him if I can help it.
Tracy, I once had a bad experience with a bloke. I mean, really bad. I just wanted to hide away. The worst thing I ever had to do in my life was to tell Bob. But it helped. Telling him.
Is it true what you said? That you can get over it?
Well, I'm still here, aren't I? You've got to, love, otherwise it means they've won.
It's like he's playing a game with me. I mean, he must know I don't want to, but he's so full of himself that he can't hear that.
Who's he?
Jared. My boss. He keeps saying things.
Has he touched you? Oh, Tracy, don't blame yourself, love. Whatever he makes you feel, it's him that's in the wrong, not you.
We should tell him that. He says I've led him on.
Well, they say that if all you do is walk along the street.
I don't know what to do.
It's a different way of life, that's all. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, anyone can come and live here as long as they do things our way.
But she is British. Who says everybody's got to be the same anyway?
People generally stick to their own, that's all.
Oh, you're as bad as your mother.
What's this got to do with me mother?
Well, she was another one who didn't like anything new. Do you know, when we were first married, I cooked a spaghetti once, and she looked at it as if it was poison.
She wasn't used to it, that's all.
Neither was I once. There is no rule that says you've got to have roast beef every Sunday. Makes life a lot less boring if you don't.
That's different.
Look, she wouldn't even try it. That's my point. She decided she didn't like it before she'd given herself the chance to find out.
Yeah, well, she never ever got over the fact that the Japanese killed my old fella.
Oh, that's different, Frank.
I know that, but it's foreign. That's all. It's different.
Look, all I'm saying is just give yourself the chance to find out what Nisha's really like. That's all, love.
Don't seem to have much choice, do I?
You're just going home now. Hi, Dad.
I love.
This is me, Dad. Hello. Thank you for having me, Mrs. Rogers.
It was a pleasure, love.
Just getting the Christian tape, aren't you?
Yeah, will you show us the way to the bus stop?
There's no need for that.
I don't know the way.
That's all right. I'll give you a lift.
Don't think I'm imagining it, do you?
From what you've been telling me he's been doing to you? No.
He keeps asking me to go to the pub with him and then making me feel stupid if I say no. He called me a tease.
You can't win, can you? He wants you to look nice, be nice, please people, and then you get blamed for doing just that.
It wouldn't be so bad if he was me boss. I want to do well, you see.
Well, that's what he's taken advantage of.
He's so big-headed. He thinks we all fancy him something rotten. And I'm supposed to like him talking about me face and me figure. My nan's just as bad. He said if I looked different, then it'd stop.
It wouldn't. A man like that doesn't see you as a person.
I mean, I can't help the way I look, can I?
Tracy, it's not your fault. Will you get that into your head? If you don't like it, he shouldn't do it. It's as simple as that. Do you want me to have a word with him?
No, that'd make me feel stupid.
Love, somebody's got to. What about your dad?
No, don't tell me, Dad.
Why not?
Because he loses temper and then just make things worse.
Well, Tracy, you're going to have to talk to him then. Something's got to be done.
I
can't.
Is there another girl at work? Somebody you could talk to?
There's Nikki.
Ask her, then. You can't just leave it, Tracy. You're going to make yourself ill. Then what would your dad say?
I don't know.
Try it. Have a word with him tomorrow and then come and tell me what he says. I'll be behind you all the way.
But you promise you won't tell me, Dad?
Promise. It's down to you.
A fifth-year medical student faces the toughest test of her life, and all in front of the cameras, in Jimmy's next.
Some teammate there.
Oh, great. I thought you were on nights.
I am, yeah.
Did Terry's taxi wait you?
Oh, is he going to work already?
Already? It's 2 o'clock.
I got back at 9:30, and he was just getting in from his night shift. He must be knackered.
You look a bit knackered yourself.
I am, yeah. I've got to go into work this afternoon for an interview. CID.
Promotion?
Some hopes. External investigation, innit?
Hey, I've got some good news.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Anybody home?
Come in, Julia.
Oh, I was just passing. This is the only place I can get a free cup of tea.
Well, you're lucky because Rod's just made one.
Oh, great. Hello, son.
All right, Nam. How's it going? Hey, listen, have you heard any more from me mum?
No, not lately.
I was just telling Rod I've got some good news.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
I found a flat.
Guess who?
Get off.
All right, all right.
You shouldn't be doing that.
What? Putting my hands over her eyes?
You're always doing it, any excuse.
Okay. Keep your voice down, eh?
Why don't you leave her alone?
All right, just let's stop the shouting, shall
You'll
we?
just lay off, all right? We've had enough.
What?
Oh, don't call me innocent.
I offered you a lift home.
What about the other night in here?
Well, it was just a bit of fun.
Oh, did you see me laughing, did you?
Okay. Okay, I went too far that time.
You're not kidding.
But the lift home, I was just trying to be friendly. And the hands over the eyes, but it was just me messing about, you know, having a bit of fun.
Yeah, well, not everyone thinks like you. People get upset.
I can see that. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you took it all so seriously. What was I going to say?
In your new place, what's it like?
2 bedrooms, kitchen, bathroom, living room.
Oh, and it is nice, like.
Nice and expensive, yeah.
Still, you're better off on your own than in someone else's house, aren't you?
Well, I settled in here a lot faster than I thought I would. So did Claire, which is even more surprising. So, in a way, it'd be a bit of a wrench to leave, but that's the way it goes.
Fancy a refill?
So, let this cup of coffee symbolically herald a new era of genuine friendship. Symbolically, because I made it.
I washed the mugs.
Well, it's symbolic of a new era of working together, then. Cheers.
Cheers.
Perestroika.
You what?
Perestroika. Openness. As soon as someone's got a gripe, well, let's hear it spelt out straight away, right? No keeping ill feelings to yourself. And that way, there'll be no more misunderstandings.
Claire's not very fond of camping. Neither am I if it comes to that. We can't be here when Doreen gets back. She'd go up the wall. Who can blame her?
And you can manage, like, with the rent.
You seem very interested in my financial welfare all of a sudden. You don't have to worry, you know. We are going.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I meant you and Claire.
Oh. Well, I'm flattered. Thanks.
I know we've had our scrapes in the past.
All forgotten, Julia.
Yeah. And I mean, if it's a nice flat and you can manage, then maybe it's all for the best, like.
Yeah.
And even if after all this, Irene doesn't come back, well, you're still better moving out.
Meaning what exactly?
Pardon?
You heard. Doreen is coming back, isn't she? I don't believe this. You mean all that worry, all that expense?
It wasn't you, Sheila, love. It was that Linda effort. I had to do something to keep her claws out of our Billy.
You what?
Well, as soon as I set eyes on her, I knew she was only out for all she could get.
So what? Isn't he entitled to what he can get?
Not with the likes of her, he isn't.
What business is it of yours?
She's married to my daughter.
And walked out on him.
With good reason.
And walked out on her kids.
Yeah, thank you to mind your own business.
How could you do that to that man? How could he do it to those kids? Give them all that hope.
Now, are you?
And all that concern about me and our Claire.
Oh, it's all coming out now,
and all the time you wanted to get us out of the extension.
I think you mean the granny flat.
Kathy and Jimmy's extension.
So what are you doing there, eh?
None of your business.
You're not interested in whether Billy and the kids are upset. You just want to keep your mitts on my flat.
It never was your flat. And when Billy and the kids find out what you've done, it never will be, and serves you right. Oh, get out.
Get off me, you! Who do you think you are? Oh. Get off me, you! Oh, please! Rod! Get off me, you lazy mark! What are you playing at?
I'm getting rid of you before I do you an injury.
I'm more right to be here than you, you cracked me!
Come near here again, and I'll swing for you, so help me I will.
You couldn't punch out or a wet echo!
I'll punch one in you in a minute.
Aye, now what's going on
There,
again?
see what I mean, Billy? She's round the bend!
You should be locked up.
Look, what's going on?
She's 11.80 short of a shilling.
Do you know you? You want to look in the mirror, you'll see who's mad round here.
Look, behave, both of you. Now tell me what's going on.
Go on, tell him.
It's about time someone did.
Well, as you can see, son, she's thrown me out of your house. Me own family's home.
Now tell him why.
It was for your own good, Billy.
What was?
Tell him.
I was only trying to help.
Why, what have you said? What's happened?
Well, I was worried about you carrying on with that woman.
Linda, have you said something?
Well, it was Rod and Tracy I was thinking of.
I bet it was.
Button it, you!
Look, behave yourselves. You're both grown women. Now, what have you said? What's happened?
Nothing's happened.
Well?
Doreen isn't coming back. She made it up. Get rid of Linda, get me out of the extension and get herself in.
You what?
Now, that isn't true.
What isn't?
The extension.
Is Doreen been coming home?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, she isn't. But that still doesn't give her the right to interfere in family business now, does it?
It becomes my business when you start wasting my time and my money.
Don't let her talk to me like that, Billy. Billy!
What?
Tell this one to shut it! Go on!
It serves you right. You're lucky you're still in one piece, you old cow.
What? Right, that's it. We all know whose side you're on, Billy Corkill. That's the thanks I get for thinking of you, for putting me family before myself. That's the thanks I get. Putting a stranger before your own flesh and blood.
You all right, missus?
What?
Well, I won't talk back, you know.
Who asked you, nose?
You just look a bit soft, that's all.
But when I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. Now go ahead, float!
Don't trust him. He's a creep.
Well, I think you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
No chance.
Come on, Trace, I work here too.
He admitted he was in the wrong and apologised. More do you want? Sackcloth and ashes.
I don't know what I'm going to say to Rod and Tracy. They had their hearts set on seeing a man at Christmas.
Well, you're just going to have to tell him straight.
Yeah, they'll be dead upset, though, won't they?
Well, so are you, and it's not your fault.
Even you didn't escape. She's a dead case, isn't she? Is that right? You found yourself a flat?
Yeah, this morning.
Well, there's no need for you to leave now, is there?
I don't know. Either way, I don't fancy losing my deposit.
How much was it?
Month down, month in advance. 320 quid.
Cash?
Check.
Cancel it, no problem. I wish I could say the same thing about my stupid mother-in-law.
Doesn't give up, does she?
All right, Billy Kid. Is he here yet, what?
Is who here?
Listen, I brought the carpet as per requested, OK?
Requested by you?
Had a phone call, didn't I?
Hi, Jimmy.
Oh, all right, Sheila, love.
What's going on?
Listen, I'll tell you when I've been in the bog, OK? You look as if you've just been bitten by Count Dracula.
I've had a row with Julia, haven't I?
I think I'd rather be bitten by Count Dracula.
Nobody around here tells me what's going on.
He'll tell you when he comes down.
Is your Jimmy here yet?
You've forgiven me, haven't you?
Yeah, it's all over. Forgotten.
She hasn't forgotten anything.
Give it time.
I just didn't know how upset she was. I feel terrible.
Stop worrying.
I can't.
She's very sensitive, that's all.
Say that again.
She's very sensitive, that's all. Look, there'd be no problem if it hadn't happened before.
Happened before? What, here?
There.
Well, where then?
Never you mind.
Oh, charming. So much for Paris Striker. Come on.
Behave.
Look, I just don't want to put my foot in it again, do I? Knowing my luck, I'll say something perfectly innocent, and she'll take it the wrong way.
Look, just before she left school, I think something happened between her and a teacher.
Like what?
Do you know?
No.
Use your imagination.
It's on the level.
Do you say nothing? But her brother struck one on the teacher, and then her dad found out, and he did the same. It ended up in court, the whole bit.
No kidding.
Listen, I didn't tell you any of this, all right?
Best of luck, mate.
All right, cheers, mate. All right, Emma. How's it going?
All right, yeah. He's okay.
I wish it was.
Well, I hope it goes okay.
All right. Hey, listen, have a word with you about the other night.
Well, from what I've seen, you're more a man of action than words.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask.
Look at them, they're like a pair of kids with a new toy.
I'd be doing exactly the same if I was your Barry's age.
So would I. Oh, I think Frank Rogers is coming to complain about the mess.
Yeah?
Baz, this is going to need an oil change, you know.
How long before it's all finished, like?
Supposed to be 10 days, a fortnight, something like that.
Wish I could sort out Jeff in a fortnight.
Why, what's up?
Well, how'd you get a kid to want a bike for Christmas when he keeps saying he doesn't want one?
Don't get him, what?
It's too late.
Oh, did you shopping early, did you, Frank?
Saw me coming. It's a good bike, though.
Yeah. Defo and oil change. Well, I'll tell you what you want to do. You want to make him feel that he needs one. Then tell him he can't have it because it's too expensive. And that way he'll want one, won't he?
Nice one, mate.
And I did not see him subsequently and took no part in charging or questioning him. And that's it. You've nothing further to add.
No, sir.
Well, it does seem pretty cut and dried. Okay.
What? Can I go now, sir?
What else do you expect me to say? One or two things in your statement don't add up.
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, hang on, Sonny. There's one or two things we've overlooked.
Say?
Omitted. Left out. Like what condition was the prisoner in?
The prisoner, say?
Yes, P.C. Corgan, the prisoner. The one handcuffed to P.C. Chalkley.
Well, his hands weren't handcuffed to anyone, say. His hands were handcuffed behind his back.
There's nothing wrong with your memory, is there?
No, sir.
So, using your good memory, tell me what condition the prisoner was in.
Yeah, well, like I said, sir, it all happened a bit quickly.
Any blood on him?
A bit, sir, yeah.
And this bit, where was it?
Might have been his nose, sir.
There's no mention of this in your statement.
Well, I didn't think it was important, sir.
I decide what's important, P.C. Corgill.
Well, I didn't really see it, sir. I only found out about it afterwards.
What about the rest of his face? What else did you find out about afterwards? Well, his eyes. Swollen? Black and blue?
One was a bit swollen yet, sir.
The left one?
Well, could have been.
I know it could have been.
The right one.
And under his swollen right eye?
His cheek was a bit red, sir, I was told.
Well, lad, it would be. It had just been cracked. And his mouth, while he was yelling abuse?
His bottom lip was cut, sir.
You know how badly?
Pretty badly, I heard.
You heard right, lad. So had a bit of blood streaming from his nose, a pretty badly cut mouth, a swollen right eye, and a fractured cheekbone, yes?
Yes, sir.
Sounds like a hell of a struggle, doesn't it?
Well, he was resisting arrest, sir.
And how much, I wonder, did he give back to PC's Chalkley and Peters?
Sir?
Sir? A prisoner resists arrest and ends up looking like he's just done 10 rounds with Mike Tyson, but the officers involved didn't need so much as a band-aid between them. Doesn't that strike you as being a little odd, Constable?
I see they finally got round to moving the van. They'll be respraying it next.
What? Oh, yeah, I had a word with them about that.
Good. Don't want that sort of mess outside your door, do you? Look, stop worrying about it.
At least our Tracy, the artist, you know.
I know, but you'll have to tell them it was Julia's fault. You're just going to have to find the right time to talk to Tracy and Rod.
There'll never be a right time for our Rod.
One of your best mates has just come out of hospital, hasn't he?
Yeah, P.C. Thompson, sir, yeah.
During phase 2 of Operation Hippie, he was stabbed, wasn't he?
Yes, sir.
By one of the same gang as our friend the prisoner with the swollen eye, the bloody nose and mouth, not to mention the cracked cheekbone.
It's all to do with Operation Hickory, sir, yeah.
How did you feel when you heard that P.C. Thompson had been stabbed?
Just like anyone else would feel, sir.
Upset?
Yes, sir.
At all?
I don't get you, sir.
Didn't you feel a sense of revulsion that someone could shove a knife into your best mate?
Yes, sir.
Nothing else?
Sir?
Didn't you feel a bit angry?
Yes, sir.
Very angry?
Yes, sir.
So you're upset?
Yes, sir.
Angry?
Yes, sir.
Very angry?
Yes, sir.
Angry enough to want to catch him yourself?
Well, I wish I had, sir.
To bring him in?
Yes, sir.
Put him in a cell and throw the key away?
Yes, sir.
Or better still, follow him into the cell with a few mates and give him a taste of his own medicine.
No, sir.
You'd like to?
No, sir.
Why not? One of his lot stabbed your mate.
Yeah, well, that's after.
Well, get your retaliation in first.
We couldn't.
Of course you could. Nobody'd know.
We'd know?
Yeah, we would. We do. Our lad's knocking 7 bells out of some fella before he can say it's a fair cop. Although you saw it, you weren't involved, were you, Corkill?
It was all over by the time I got to the top.
They tried to stop them, but they told you to stay out of it.
No, sir.
Maybe they told you there were others in the gang who'd slit your throat given half the chance.
No, sir.
Maybe they reminded you that one day you might need their help in a tight spot.
No, sir, that's not what happened.
And subsequent events, they tell you. Like your mate getting knifed in the gut, prove them right. So you have to stick up for them now and keep on. But that's not what it should be, the law, is it, Constable?
It was all over by the time I got to the top.
If we become as dishonest as the villains, we may as well swap places because nobody'd notice. You saw the whole thing, didn't you, lad?
No, sir.
There's a time and a place to keep quiet, but this isn't it. You're going down the wrong route, son. A good liar doesn't make a good copper. but neither does a bad liar.
All right, Dad.
Finished?
Nearly.
Just as well. You've forgotten, haven't you?
No, I've forgotten what?
Work.
What?
You've got a delivery to make. 300 of them.
I'm finishing this.
After you've done the papers.
All right, Dad.
That ain't nothing.
I've got to walk miles.
Should have thought of that when you took the job. Be a lot easier on a bike, you know. Could have rigged the carrier up for you, clipped it on the back. But you haven't got a bike, so you better get going, hadn't you?
Yeah, in a minute.
Now!
Hey, Baz, you won't recognise this when it's finished, mate.
Yeah, but I want a better quality gear than this, chicken.
Don't blame me, that's all they had in stock. Hey, what's wrong with the carpets anyway?
Well, you know what I'm sure of. I was wanting to buy cheap, didn't I? Buy twice, like.
You usually get the best with Uncle Jimmy and still buy cheap.
Hey, listen, you. If you weren't my nephew, I'd be offended at that.
If you ain't my uncle, you'd be arrested.
Yeah.
Cheers, Tracy, love. Nice one.
Hey, Jimmy, we've got no time for tea now.
Oh?
I'll have it then.
Hey, no chance, you.
It'll only go cold.
Not if you're giving us an hand, it won't, will it?
Behave.
Hey, you wouldn't harm you to help, buddy.
You don't need me.
But I wouldn't ask, 'cause I didn't need you.
Look, I wouldn't mind getting this done before I have to get me pension, you know. All right. I'll get hold of the end there. Nice one, Rod.
Roger.
Hey, his name's Barry, not Roger.
I like the carpets.
Wilton's, those, Trace, only the best.
Don't want to know where you got them from.
Listen, you, same place as your living room. Same place, you know.
Have you ever thought of doing an honest job, Jim?
Why have you?
Hey, you'll never fit two in here.
I think Basil will prove wrong there, won't you, eh, kid, soon enough?
Oh, it's very nice, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, Trace, forgot you were there, love.
Hey, do you two mind shutting up?
Do you use Paragas for the cooker?
Oh, yeah.
Well, where'd you put the bottle?
In there.
Where?
There!
Jimmy!
Oh, sorry.
It's all right, this, isn't it?
Yep.
Right, let's check it out. Here it comes.
Oh, yes. Nice one.
You're just gonna have to do it in 2 or 3 shifts, aren't you? Going on your bike.
Wish you could.
What?
I'll get on my bike.
What do you mean, like?
You know, if I don't go on holiday with the school, can I have a bike?
What, instead of, like? Don't know, mate.
Even you said yourself that it'd be easier. I'd do it in half the time. Besides, bikes last longer than oldies.
Well, no promises, but I'll have a word with your mother.
Oh, nice one, Dad, Mega.
Come on, you've got work to do anyway. Come on. There you go. I'll see you later.
Oh, I want a new bike, you know that.
Oh, of course, yeah. Go ahead, get out.
Well, look, just give us a shout when you're ready.
Look, we'll be over there before you get there.
Look, they need you, Rod.
Hey, looks like we're not the only ones. Tell her we'll come quietly, eh, Rod?
Right, Rod.
Yeah. Right, Emma, what's up?
I was just passing. Got some news.
I'll put on it, will you?
Operation Hickory. The inquiry's over. It's all okay.
When did they announce it?
Tomorrow. Until then, it's unofficial and secret.
So you believe me, then?
Well, the word is he didn't believe any of you. He couldn't break anyone. So, just thought I'd let you know.
Well, thanks. Yeah, look, something else I wanted to ask you about. Well, do you know the other night, like...
The party, you mean?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
What for? I really enjoyed myself. So did you.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, you won't tell anyone, will you?
Don't worry. Everyone knows already.
What?
Oh, by the way, these are yours, I believe.
Next today, Jimmy's explores the heartache for parents who have premature children. That's after the break.
tea made. I'm knackered.
So am I.
Okay, sure, thanks.
Night shift. It's always the same. Have to arrest 3 blokes for drunken disorder.
It's normal, isn't it?
At 6:30 in the morning.
Listen, I've got something to tell you.
What?
Well, it's bad news, I'm afraid.
It's about my mum, isn't it?
What about her?
She's not coming home for Christmas, is she?
How'd you know?
Your face told me.
Why isn't she coming home? What's changed her mind?
She was never coming home.
What?
Your nan, she made it all up.
Why? What for?
To get Linda out the way and Sheila out the extension.
Why, you're not winding us up, are you?
I wish I was.
So she hasn't even been in touch with me now?
I'm going round there.
No, you're not.
I'm coming with you.
Try and stop us.
Look, what good will it do?
Well, we can tell her what we think. That's what good it'll do.
And what can she say back?
Well, that's what we're going to find out.
What can she say? Ain't nothing. Look, she's done something stupid. She knows that. Now she feels, well, God knows how she feels. I don't know.
Well, what about us, eh?
Yeah?
How do we feel?
What?
Oh, what a rush.
Well, some of us have to work for a living, you know.
I know. I have a JP's meeting this afternoon.
Going to bring back hanging, are we?
As a matter of fact, it's the first Christmas get-together of the year.
Oh, the magistrate's back in earlier, eh?
Hardly.
Tell me, will Brian Lawrence be attending?
I expect so. Why?
Oh, I just wondered if he'd be at work all day. Life's so much more bearable when he's not around.
I've never known him to miss a meeting, so I expect he'll be there, yes.
Good.
Anyway, shouldn't you be going? Early bird catches the worm.
Yeah. Most of the people I work with are worms of one sort or another.
And how many cars have you sold?
We, don't talk about that. Yet. Right. Would you buy a used car from this man? Thank you, Mother, for the vote of confidence.
Here we are.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.
Right. Let's have a look. Nesting, wasn't it? Let's have a look how much that's going to cost you. I reckon that'll cost you round about... let me see. Round about £12.50. All right. In advance, please.
You what?
Well, supposing when we get there, you do a runner or something on me.
Oh, come on.
Look, mate, I've been ripped off that many times. It's not worth trusting anybody. Nothing personal like, but that's the way it is. So come, Ed. Cough up.
My God.
Right. Ta very much. Right. Nesting, here we come. Watch out for the yuppies, eh?
Morning, Tracy.
Morning.
Just making some coffee. Do you want it? It's free.
I said no.
All right. All right, you'll want a cup of coffee. Fine, I've got the message. I thought we were just going to work together and forget the whole thing happened.
You can't forget. Not just like that.
Hey, all I did was offer to make you a cup of coffee, same as I've said to Nikki and Joanne and the others. Nobody's forcing you to say yes.
It makes a change.
So, sir, if you can afford, what is it now, 35 quid a week, and I can show you how you could get this car, you'd be happy, wouldn't you? Well, let's have a look, shall we? No sense in using up your credit at the bank when we've got the finance company, is there? Yeah. Give me a 10% deposit, and this car's all yours for 35 quid a week for the next 3.5 years. Now, how's that suit?
I'll think about it.
Okay. Well, go and have a think about it, and I'll be here if you need to talk. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You could help.
You can either sell cars or you can't.
Yeah, well, stay out of the way, will you, instead of hovering here like a vulture? No wonder he felt intimidated.
If you don't start selling cars soon, Gordon, you're going to be intimidated into finding another job.
Can I get you a cup of tea, coffee?
Yes, please.
Say something, will you?
I think it's safer to stay quiet.
Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you before. I've just got a few problems and I took it out on you.
Well, thank God for that. I thought I'd done something else. So we're friends again, are we? Well, workmates anyway. Good.
I'll see you.
Only 7 years old, sir. As you can see, the bodywork's near perfect.
I'm surprised at her, Mrs. Like.
Oh, nice one, nice one.
Yeah, it is the sort of thing she wants, but, you know...
Well, if there's a problem, maybe I can help, sir.
2,000 quid, you say?
Less a quid, and we throw in a full tank if you're over 50. But you wouldn't qualify for that, would you? No, I have to throw in things like that when the boss is listening. He thinks it helps sell the cars. Personally, I think it's a load of rubbish.
Don't you get on with them, mate?
No, but that doesn't really matter. I'm handing him my notice at 5 o'clock.
Why?
Because at 5:30 he's planning to sack me.
Get away, why?
Well, he likes his salesmen to be aggressive, you know. Where's the point in pushing someone to buy something they don't want? They'll only come back complaining. Then tell their friends not to come here at all, so...
2,000 quid. It's a lot of money.
Well, we can arrange finance, sir.
Oh, no. If I buy it, I'll pay cash. I'll go for credit.
I tell you what, sir. Why don't you come with me, take your time, have a little think about it, and go into the office. Drink as much coffee as you like. It's all free. The boss is paying.
Oh, why not?
All right, it's just through here, sir. Take you through.
How's it going?
All right.
Can I be of any help?
Get lost and see it this Avi. Just get lost, I'm his manager. Scram. Yeah, we're all right now. Let's see what it looks like. That writing's too small. It's just tough because it's too late now. What about spelling? I showed you the spelling. Yeah, I know, but like, look, it's all right. Sound. Ma Walker will probably give you a star for that. No, I'd probably give you a medal. Hang on. What? Nothing. What? Well, why didn't you spread the date right across the bottom?
That's no problem, now.
What?
Well, we can fix that.
I can't. I've got to go to second period.
That's all right. You go. I'll do it on my own, come on.
Sure? Yeah. But what about the door? Look, just fill it with pale colours, you know, yellow and light blue. That'll give it a bit finish, like, you know what I mean?
Coffee, all right, sir?
Yeah, all right.
Jolly good. So how's it going, then?
Well, I do like the car, but it's a bit out of my reach, really.
Oh, that's a shame.
All we want is a little runabout, something reliable. That'll take us to Otterspool and me. And the occasional trip to pick up the grandchildren.
Where do they live, sir?
Chester.
You're kidding. My brother lives in Gloucester Place, you know, just above the travel agents.
Gloucester Place, yeah.
Oh, what the hell, why not?
What?
You need a reliable car to get you to Chester and back, don't you? You're just like my folks. And you're paying cash, aren't you?
Check.
Well, if it'll help make up your mind, I'll knock off 250 quid. Now, how's that?
Well, how's it going?
All right, thanks.
Yeah. It's a smashing little motor, this with, what, 2 grand?
Well, as the gentleman's a cash customer, I've knocked off 250.
Will you excuse us a minute, please? Look, I've told you about this sort of thing before. Your job's on the line here.
Could you just lower your voice a little bit, please?
Look, I'm trying to run a business here, not a charity.
You're embarrassing the customer.
Yeah, and you're embarrassing me.
OK, so his profit margin's slashed. He won't lose on it. And there'll be a space clear for a bigger car with a bigger profit. Right, then. If we say 1750, you'd be happy, wouldn't you?
Sure you don't want a cup of tea or nothing?
No, thanks. I've been drinking all day, you know.
What's up with you, then?
Oh, I just did something dead funny at work this morning, that's all.
Well, come on, then. Share it with us.
Oh, it's stupid.
So?
Well, it's just that a couple of the girls said that they'd seen you at that party, you know. The one you forgot to mention, Tomo's homecoming. One of them said she'd seen you but didn't get round to speaking like.
Well, why didn't she say hello?
Oh, that's exactly what I said. Well, she was going to, but she didn't like to interrupt because you were having all kinds of ale poured down your throat by some WPC or something.
Oh, she must have got the wrong fella.
Yeah, case of mistaken identity. Happens all the time in your line of work, doesn't it?
Yeah, more than we'd like to admit, yeah.
Well, anyway, I wanted to know why she just didn't give this WPC the elbow and say hello for me, like. And then another one of me mates who was in the back garden with your mate George, you know, in a bit of a compromising position. So that you were far too busy with this WPC yourself. And that you two were in the garden a lot longer than any other couple. And none of them lost their trousers, unlike my fella. Now, come on, Rod, just tell me that me mates are winding me up. Or tell me that you and this policewoman's slag, you and this stupid bitch, whoever she is, did it. But above everything else, just tell me the truth. Now?
Well, I'm gonna hand it to you, Gordon. It was very nicely done. When did you think that one up?
When I realised he wanted it for 1750.
I settled for 1500 on that one. Well, it wouldn't have worked on anyone under 50, though.
Horses for courses and all that. Anyone over 50, that's the routine they get.
How's the lip reading going? Hey, I'm serious. When a couple move away, they talk figures, money. And if you can spot it, you're gonna win.
It's all a big con, isn't it?
Well, certainly not. They're after a car. All we do is tell them which one and how much.
Doesn't it ever bother you, the type of business this is?
All our second-hand cars are guaranteed for 6 months, parts and labour. Now, you can't quibble with that.
No, the ethics of selling, I mean. Doesn't that bother you just a little bit?
While making money. I'm very pleased to say no, it does not. And it didn't seem to bother you much either, Jaley, with that old guy.
Well, as you say, we all have to eat. But as a way of earning a living, it smells a little bit, don't you think?
All money. Well, that is enough money by account, anyway. All money smells. The trick is getting used to the smell. And the more you've got, the sweeter the fragrance.
Nicely put.
Yes, everybody says that.
Where are you going?
The car action's big house. You probably won't see me till tomorrow, anyway.
No bench work this afternoon at all?
No, but just as to the peace, you know. Not high court judges.
We?
Yeah, your mother and I. And all the others. Anyway, see you tomorrow.
Give my love to Brickhouse. And my mother.
You won't like it.
I know that already. Look, it's the truth or wrong, because otherwise it means the rest of our time together is based on a lie. It means everything we say to each other, everything we might do together is based on you knowing that you've deceived me over something. The longer I wait, the worse it gets.
All right. I did get bevied. It was a big celebration. It was just the lads taking Tomo out. And everyone has to buy around or they get called tight.
The girl, what about her?
Well, I didn't want to be sick in the house, you see. So I went into the garden. And she followed me.
Go on.
And that's it.
Liar.
Look, that's all that happened, I'm telling you.
Well, what'd you take me for?
What do you mean?
To me mates so you rolling all over the grass with her.
Oh, well, that's news to me.
They saw you necking with her.
Well, if it did, it was just because I was bevied.
You stagger about with all your trousers
Kirsty,
on.
calm down, will you? Look, Kirsty.
Don't. Where's me coat?
I never did anything with her. I was too drunk.
Where's me coat?
I'm not letting you go like this.
Can't stop me.
If I let you go now, you might never come back. And I don't want that to happen.
You weren't bothered about that at the party, were you?
Look, I didn't go there with the intentions of getting drunk. It just happened. You know I can't take the ale, that's why I never drink.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Kirsty, I love you. What else can I say?
Never heard a sorry.
Of course I'm sorry. I'm sorry it ever happened. I'm sorry I didn't tell you straight away. And I'm sorry you heard from your mates and not me. I'm sorry for everything. Yeah, look. Wipe your eyes. Do you want a cup of tea?
All right.
You all right?
Look, a shower.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, I think I've got it now.
What?
Did you lose your cactus in the garden? Did you?
You still don't trust me, do you?
That's not a good answer.
If I lost them, they must have walked home all by themselves, because they're upstairs. I'll show you.
No, you don't have to.
No, just hang on.
Oh, Rod. Rod, you don't have to prove nothing. Just tell me, that's all I'm asking. Rod. 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 Oh, this is stupid. Anyone think we were a couple of kids? Oh, what's this, Exhibit A?
Your word would have been good enough.
Yeah, well, can we just forget all about this now?
Almost.
And what was that for?
For getting drunk. For not inviting me to the party.
Yeah, well, you were working nights, weren't you?
Well, I could have swapped. Davy. I was dead worried for a minute.
Yeah, me too.
I would have walked out if it was true.
I know.
I wouldn't have come back either.
Yeah.
I couldn't live a lie, Rod. I just couldn't.
Me neither.
I love you.
They're coming. Is it ready yet or what? It'll be okay. Well, what if it isn't, like? Well, it will be if you give us an hand. Don't get lost. I'm not doing that in front of all these. Feel all right, Divvy?
Hello.
Afternoon.
Come in.
Oh, it seems ages since we last met.
Well, it was the day before yesterday, actually. How long have we got?
Hours. Well, Paul won't be home for the rest of the day, and Gordon won't be home till after 6, will he, from work?
Well, he could be a little late, actually. Celebrating his first car sale.
Really?
Yes, he closed the deal this afternoon with great panache. I must say, he quite surprised me.
Oh, well, that's a relief. He was getting quite anxious. Wanted to know if you'd be out of the office this afternoon.
Well, he thinks I've gone to a car accident at Breakhouse.
Oh, no. Well, I told him that there was a magistrates' meeting.
Oh.
He'll know.
Anna, there's nothing to worry about.
Go back to the office. Tell them you've just remembered about the meeting
Anna,
and...
stop panicking.
But my son knows you're here.
Look, it's all boxed off.
What is?
I've sorted things out with God.
What do you mean?
All the details aren't important. Don't worry about
Look, I don't want Gordon confronting me.
it. You won't have Gordon confronted.
It's easy for you to say that.
It's all sorted out.
My son knows you're here.
No, he doesn't.
Why?
Look, just trust me, eh?
What have you told him?
Look, there's nothing to worry about. Now let's change the subject, eh?
I suppose I could say that you weren't at the meeting.
Anna, look, we're not criminals trying to cover up murder. Now just believe me, there is nothing to worry about. Now let it go. It's all going to be okay. Okay?
You've got everything worked out, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, miss.
Yes, go ahead.
I just want to say that Growler, Jeff, did this all on his Todd, like, with no help from anybody. Yeah, shut up, will you? Come here, then.
What's wrong?
Oh, no. What? The date. You're 90 years too late.
Shut up! You checked me, you said it was okay.
Yeah, but I didn't know you were gonna put the date on. I didn't see that bit.
You set me up.
No, honestly, I didn't, honest, Growler.
Oh, no, not more. What are you doing? Look, it's okay. It's all right.
Growler!
Eight-year-old Sarah makes a miraculous recovery after a 4-hour major operation to reshape her forehead in Jimmy's next.